So it has still not sunk in. I'm still kind of dazed and in that euphoria that I have just won the Mphasian of the year. This is a big deal. There are only 7 more Mphasian of the years in the past 7 years. Right now, I'm just feeling excited and I can talk about a couple of things that happened in the past year or year and a half that I think culminated into me winning this award. So first of all, one account that I manage, that grew tremendously. The other account also stabilized and also grew fantastically, and I met and beat all my numbers. That is, base criteria, I think. And then second is, there are many initiatives that were outside of my regular work or regular duties, responsibilities, which I contributed to, which I took on. These were not necessarily something that I was accountable for, but I felt passionate about them. I felt that this is in line with our customer-centric culture, and I took on those initiatives. And I think that also contributed with the management recognizing me as having significant contribution towards the company. Sometimes the job demands you to be within the constructs, which is fine. That is when I am in the constructs. But sometimes you can really push the boundaries and do something exceptional, extraordinary, or try to do something different. And I think I excel in that area a lot. So I think that's my biggest strength. The excitement that you have in experimenting with a new idea and the possible outcome of that, what that could achieve, the vision, I think it's very important to communicate and over-communicate that vision with the entire team or with the team that is really responsible for execution. Once people get excited and look at the end goal vision and look at what are we trying to do, what is the path of relevance for the customer, I think that's when everybody buys into it, and then even more ideas come and even more creativity, and then just execution happens and it's all good. So I think that is one big thing. I was lucky to have many mentors within Mphasis, and that mentorship still continues. And I actively seek out mentors, especially people who have a lot of experience in the industry, or people who have different kind of ideas. So I seek out that mentorship, and I also actively mentor people. So people who are directly reporting to me either, or people who I find some spark in them, and I try to take them to the next level. I am a long timer in Mphasis. Mphasis is my first job. I joined Mphasis back in 2000, June of 2000, so it's been 16 years now. And I have seen Mphasis through all the ups and downs, right from the startup. I was the 300th employee, 339 was my employee ID. So I have been through Mphasis in the entire journey. And when I joined Mphasis, I joined as a business analyst. That was my role. But I decided to spend time in technology because I thought that if you are going to be in IT industry, then you got to understand delivery first and understand the coding and everything else. I was very lucky to have different bosses who saw the spark in me, gave me different opportunities at different time. So I became a business analyst after 4 years of doing IT coding and technical lead and project lead kind of jobs. I went to Japan, was there for 2 years, went to Europe, was there for a year. I have worked on of the top 5 accounts of the company, I have worked on 4 of the accounts. And right now I manage the other 2 on the top 5 accounts. So right now my role is sales, and I'm the account leader for 2 of the top 5 accounts. There are certain behaviors that you get used to being in this industry, especially if you're in the same industry. And sometimes it is difficult to let go of old habits and adopt new habits, to adopt to the way the business and the environment and the circumstances in the world is changing. So my biggest fear is, what if I am not able to adopt to the new way of doing things, and to experiment and to push myself to learning how to be most effective in the current day and in the future. And there, like I said, there is muscle memory. It always holds you back. There is inertia. It's law of human nature, I guess. So that is my biggest fear, as to I should not give in to that inertia, and I should not be complacent, and I should keep on trying and keep on extending towards future. So first of all, let me tell you for one thing, that of my 16 years, this is the best time to be Mphasian. And I don't say because I got Mphasian of the Year, but last 3 years progressively, our trajectory, our execution, our strategy, everything is getting better and better, and we are at the best time in the history of the company, according to me, as to where we can go, the potential. So that is one. So everybody should keep in mind that this is the best time to be in Mphasis. Absolutely the best time to be in Mphasis. Secondly, the leadership team, and I've been exposed to the senior leaders in the past 1.5, 2 years or so, and entire leadership is in sync, speaks the same language, is in sync, is completely aligned to our strategy. And the strategy is very simple: customer at the center of everything. So while we are transforming, customer at the center of everything. And it's doing the right thing for the customer, and everything else comes later. Even if it means that we have to mend our ways, even if it means that we have to let our revenues down, do some cannibalization of our revenue for the customer. So I want all Mphasians to know that first of all, we are at the best point of time in the history of the company. Second, that the entire leadership team is aligned to that vision. And thirdly, that the strategy has been in position for about 3 years and is working beautifully. Last 2 years, we have exceptional performance. Within your job responsibilities, current job responsibilities, and outside, the periphery that you think is not your responsibility but is somebody else, it's support function, it's this, that, and the other. Just think about what is the absolute right thing to do for the customer, and do that. Take on that responsibility, even if it is not yours. Take that on, and go and talk to your management about what you want to do, and they'll support you. And that is how you can become the next Mphasian of the Year.